Hey guys, I hope you're doing lovely. Libra, I was just working with your energy before I turn on the camera. I feel like this is a really intense month for you. Yeah. So give me a second here. Wow. The time is 4:44. Some of you have to be really brave this month of August. You have to move beyond your fears. I'm hearing Brooklyn, Texas, Bakersfield, something about tech. I see papyrus plants. If you can move past your fears, you will move very quickly through this energy. I see blue. There's a spirit guide who wants to work with you through this energy, whatever is coming during this transit. So I feel you're nervous about something. It's like you don't feel ready for something, Libra. I'm hearing it has to do with Virgo. I feel your heart is racing. It's like you're practicing something, but no matter how much you do practice, you just don't feel ready. So let's see. We're going to pull one card for each of the days. Some of you are worried about being misunderstood. Oh, this is Lenorman. Okay. I'll take that as a message. Yeah. Lenorman. Whenever I be working with Lenorman, what in the hell? Why is that popping up? What? It's a message, maybe. Okay, but listen, you're gonna get a lot of curveballs here. Okay, a lot. Like stuff is not making sense. It's Mercury retrograde. Venus is headed into water sign Cancer. Okay, right before we begin the month of August. Okay, something is like off. I feel you're almost like needing to like explain yourself in some way or like introduce yourself. This is a new experience for you. Now, I feel like also the theme of I almost said graduation. Gratitude is really big. When I opened this deck, and this is the first time obviously working with this deck. I just opened it here in this reading now in front of you all, but I'm seeing this character here. This is a Rider card. And like, I wasn't expecting that. Like his face right there popping out there. So I take that as a message. I'm seeing, and then number 12. It's almost like I feel like Spirit's dangling this carrot over like a very like long bridge. And it's like, you're tired. Okay, I'm hearing as well. Maybe energetically, you're not sure if it's time to pursue something here. Let's initiate the deck. Okay, let's clear the energy. You're wondering if it's the right time to say or do something, okay? So let's just jump in. Lenorman is a very intense deck, almost to the point where I avoid using it because it's scary on point. Like if you're really gonna, Lenorman is a little freaky. I saw the sun there, so I feel like you have nothing to really worry about, but for some, this is a genre video, but I feel like for the majority, for the most part, there's a lot, there's like maybe this past life energy as well that's coming up at this time, like where you have a fear that maybe is not rational. The Rider in reverse, the Whip upright, okay. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, okay. Spirit wants to work with a Celtic cross, and this Whip card, it's illustrated with what looks to be like lavender. It's not. I don't think it's lavender, but it looks like lavender, and it's the color of lavender, which makes me think of calm, right? Peacefulness, repose. Keep hearing Virgo. You've been studying something. I fucking rebuke it. Lord, rebuke that. Could be spiritually. You're preparing spiritually for a certain type of experience, something about an ancestor. Yeah, and I'm talking to light workers here. Yes, a very particular ancestor has been working with you here. They have an L in their name. The name Lisa for someone. Your ancestors, someone passed on to the other side. Yeah, there's a huge reward here waiting for you. But it's requiring so much from you. And I feel like you're almost tempted to kind of give up. I have to be honest. Yeah, the coffin card. Okay, so give me a second. Let me clear this off. Whatever we've been doing and kind of getting away with, all right, that's no longer. You may feel taunted or teased by spirit. Oh my God, this is quite a spread. Okay. The theme here is like, there's always going to be two sides of a coin, okay? Like something's going to make you feel good. There are going to be some maybe bittersweet moments of whatever this experience is. It could be that you have this even spiritual, this is a christening experience. Like things can either work really well. I hear as well it's a very karmic time. I'm hearing something about a coma. It could be a metaphor. Clearing the heart chakra. You have to make a decision here about what is going to impact your long-term future. This is a karmic decision that you have to make. It's one of those things where it's like you feel almost so much pressure on your shoulders about whatever this is. Maybe it's going to be impacting others as well. Now, but I just feel you almost like, yeah, okay. Now, I'm not going to lie, Libra. I feel like there are things here that you've maybe neglected that are going to come up for you. I'm hearing freeze. There's an ancestor working, I'm hearing again, with you during this period of time more than usual. You and this person are really working together through something very karmic. That's crazy. I see on this coffin card the moth. Okay. Earlier today, Alex caught, I think they call it a lanternfly. It's got like a red, spotted, like beige jacket. Very, very cute, might I say. But yeah, it's really beautiful. I think it's a moth. But anyways, it's a type of insect. He caught one in his mouth and then I freed him and he went off on his way. And then I saw like 3 more in the crown. Yeah, there's something so testy and challenging. Like I feel you really, really want this as well, but it's almost like, some of you moving through cleansing, clearing, detox. It could be you're battling an addiction, okay? Like you're trying to really purge something out of your system, generational karma as well. Definitely the coffin card, yes, is what I hear. It has to do with that. Again, I'm a channeler. I'm a starseed oracle medium. So just in case it's your first time, yeah, the 5 Pentacles. There's something that it's like you have to go through this a little bit. Like you're going to have to really understand your weakest link possibly with this clouds, with the 5 of Pentacles and Spirit saying like, it's almost like giving dark night of the soul. Like whatever this is, it's going to be like, you can't like make something spicy sweet. Unless, of course, you're going to add a bunch of sugar to it. But inherently, spicy is spicy. It's its own flavor profile. This is a very particular transit you could be going through. It's just something about, you could be going through an 8th house transit. Nobody can run from their karma. This is a time where something is coming and becoming clear. Now, your health is on the table. Your health is absolutely on the table. Start looking into things now. Start addressing your health. The sooner the better. Heart health and lung health especially is what I get when it comes to your breathing, okay? Yeah, 100%. It's something about the air. Maybe, if you've been thinking I need to install like some kind of air purifier system or something, because your lungs are like a filtration system. And imagine if you're just overburdening it. Maybe, you're living in a city where the air quality is not good. Can I get a card on that stars, please? the world. Oh my, yeah. So there's something closing off here for good, forever. It's some kind of timeline is ending. The contract is ending. This has to do with star seed lineage, is what I do here. Something has expired. It's a contract between your star seed system and a certain, I'm hearing Helios. Something here is done. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. You're starting over, but can you? Just in the crown. It could be nostalgic. Can I get a little further? It's like nostalgic. Yeah, you don't want to really. The clouds? Oh my God. I don't know why we're surprised. Well, the moon. Oh, shoot. This is a double. I'm doing a double Lenorman. The Fool on the world with the Ten of Pentacles. The Star. This is a hard transit. Libra, I'm not about to say nothing other than that. What you're going to see here is your strength in August. Okay. You're not getting by anymore, maybe where you used to. I don't know what that means. Like, if you've been taking advantage of maybe your own lifeline or something. Some of you, no, this is not going to look good if you've not been, like, listening to your guides with whatever this is. Can I get a little bit more? I'm hearing something about Molly. I'd say definitely when drugs, Spirit is saying they're clearing drugs from the collective, okay? Like hardcore drugs that are harmful. They are working now through people when it comes to addictions. Mm-hmm. So it's really time. Like that is not going to last. If you feel it's going to start coming to bite you. It's going to hurt. Financially, emotionally, you may start to lose friends. Spirit's got to make it clear to you, like, somehow, we don't like this. You got to get rid of this in your life. Weird stuff could start to happen where, you used to be able to do it and hide it, is what I'm hearing. Now it's going to start becoming kind of obvious and you wanted to hide it. I'm hearing New Hampshire. Yeah, well, it says New Hampshire. Honey. We have honey. Horny as well. Could be a sex addiction or porn or whatever it is. We have XY. Some of you getting ready for twin flame type of connecting, not just with love, but in general, like what is love? Soulmate, meeting a new tribe. But you have to clear this addiction because it's also connecting you to the past. When you first started, whatever that was, okay? That world. Look at the mice. It reflects an ideology, a headspace that you're no longer in. So we have to reset. I see, is that an apple? Yeah, there's an apple here. This has to do with maybe your diet. It could be something with your gut bacterium. Yeah, the heart. Spirit saying, there is love. It's not that there isn't love. Some of you why isn't this moving forward? Because we have to first, get to the root of this, get down to the bottom of this. I'm hearing it's neither healthy nor safe. So Spirit is trying to communicate to you subliminally, and you may feel like Spirit is, kind of very hard on you. Okay. Again, something about communication. They're saying that there's an addiction that's blocking your throat chakra. You're having trouble emoting. Some of you are why hasn't this person stepped forward? Because they're being protected from your dark side. So you need to address this entity. Some of you are still, you're locked in a cult mentality is what I'm hearing. The matrices in August got to go. Spirit is going to get very, very harsh with any remaining delusion. Some of you here, you have someone waiting to come in. We have the man and the woman and the son. This person, wants to have a beautiful future with you. But, are you available? And you're coming up on that portal. They're hoping that you can see what needs to go and needs to get cleared and as soon as possible. You don't have to, this is not it's about choosing your experience. So they don't want you to be, in the end, you're going to be wow, it's giving retro. In the moment, it's really challenging. But then you're very grateful that sort of happened like that. And that it led you to clear the things that you did. It's very hard, though. You have to have boundaries, maybe, with certain people. Certain people are dishonest, I'm even hearing. And they're impacting you negatively. On the outside, they seem like a good influence. I'm seeing a bird. But at the end of the day, I'm hearing they take you in a direction that's not real for you. So now what I am getting, Libra, further, it's about your influences, your social group, but who you're allowing yourself to sort of say are your friends. Again, it's you. You have to decide that. Also, enough is enough. I'm seeing someone with a runny nose. We have Festina Lente. Something about Italian is really prominent here. Yeah, you're like, where is my that really fun timeline at? You got to clear these entities. Some of you, it's your finances. Spirit is gonna, they're impacting you financially until you can really clear the addiction. This is your yearly 2025 reading, and it's also Cancer's yearly 2025 reading. You're attracting weird people, experiences, energies because of this thing that is still in your life. So you live in a connective reality, right? Like when you are eating XYZ food, that's impacting your aura. And that impacts what you attract, what you see, what you experience in your 3D. It's not like a disconjointed reality, right, that you're experiencing. No, this is all everything that is aggregating for you to have a very certain experience that you don't like. I have to be honest. I feel you don't. You're honoring the truth, because it's going to get too hard not to with the ship and the anchor. Okay, these waves going to get big. You're going to end up feeling like there is something you're about to miss the bus with, the portal with, the ship with. Your ship is coming in. I feel like that's my ship, but you're missing it. I hear it like that because this reluctance, and I feel many of you, it's an addiction, a physical one, but that impacts the psyche, of course. Your finances impact your emotional life, what you spend on, okay, where you put yourself energetically in any way, right? Because finances are energy. So this came through heavily in Cancer's read, in their 2025 yearly read. Some of you are feeling like you're not being appreciated, and Spirit's saying you're right, because there's something that, Alex, no, you need to invest in that you're not. It's not so much like what you're saving, it's what you're actually investing. When you do receive, let's say, your monthly stipend, this is making me think of Cancer's read for the 2025, again, yearly reading. It's about the energy that surrounds your transactional experiences, okay? Like, what are you spending on? Who is that going to? Who owns that company, that product, whatever the hell? What is that mantra? Is that Matrix? Spirit won't let this go on, and you receive your abundance and blessings. Why should they do that? Many of you are paying tons of money to companies and corporations that are dark, Machiavellian industry. So if you have an addiction, you are not going to see the higher forms of your love life develop. And I am going to be most honest with you on that. Okay, I know that's not fun to hear. I've never heard a tarot reader say none of that. Okay, as far as I've ever seen tarot, I've never heard a tarot reader say, but Spirit is here, is very real, very raw, very honest here on this channel here. I'm a Pluto rising, and this is all about your assets and the assets of others. If you are looking at your power, why you're not attracting the experience and the lifestyle you really want to have, whatever that is. It could be that you're very wealthy, but you're not experiencing true pleasure in life. Whatever that, you're not experiencing the simple ways, okay, of your potential. You feel out of balance. You feel also like a control freak. That's for someone, okay, you're like not liking the way that you're living. I hear that, okay? You're not liking the way you're living your life. Then it's because you are not speaking and moving alongside Spirit. There's something, you're not in the flow. That's for someone. Okay, and if that's not your message, we don't have to read everybody at once. This is a space where we need to honor the message for who it is for, and we take our time at that. So let's position with grace. We have child here, the key in the book. Okay, don't worry. We may get to your message in a minute, but for someone, this is the message. Okay, something about coughing. I rebuke it. Some of you, you're having physical symptoms, and you talk to perspective. Sure. You're having physical symptoms like when you want to, let's say, talk to someone very particular, your throat chakra blocks up. You start coughing out of nowhere. I hear it like that. Yeah, this person is waiting. This man or woman. This person exists as well. You need to, this is a general video. If you're starting your shadow work early enough in your transits, you will have this moment with this person. If you're not, you're gonna miss this portal with them. And Spirit will book them for another conversation. They may come in as a friend down the line. It's not promised. It's about energy, right? It's about energy and the collective. So are you really good for each other? Spirit doesn't want you bringing these addictions into this person's life. That's what I hear. All right. We're going to extend this. We're going to do a bonus on members. Okay. So we did a bit of a different